How are you? I just want to let you know I adore you. You should come with me. I implore you. See, your friends say you have a Lucifer swag, so in other words, you're hot. And I'm not Velvet DeVoe, but you got that poison. A lot. Not like a snake. Well, okay, like a snake. But that's besides the point. I can shape you up nice in life. Let's try angles. I can remove you from the prisons of life, worries and place diamonds in your ear as me and you create a dynasty, so you should come and join my circle. Me and you, squared, can make a fortune. I can have you up in mansions, pentagon-shaped, eating wine time upon time. The sand is underneath our feet. They say I'm half Egyptian. So I already know you have the eye on the pyramid. Me and you can build together like masons. Adjacent to the master hides their inner feelings, asks Jason. Men throw stones with their words, but say the word and you have all types of bread. Rye, whole wheat, and sourdough. So there's no need for you to whine. You should come with me, though.
It seems like we just met. You must know that I've been writing you letters since before you were thought of, and I've been dreaming of this moment where I'd be able to hand deliver the love that has been growing and developing with compound interest. I just want a chance to be the music that you dance to, so I'm here trying to ask you to come with me. No gimmicks or pickup lines, no premature pressure or gun to your head, and this is a stick-up lines. I just want to give you the real, not the processed, plastic, impermanent, pitiful, pathetic perception of passion and substance. I'm talking about a perfect 7-course meal, because a diet of bread alone will never sustain you, but I aim to give you happiness and life where you've never felt pride. He's a liar, like fire, prey of your desires, and the poison so lethal.
I'll never leave you. That's so illegal. I'm here to be by you to the day you die. I'll be him like the middle eye, as an eye will always be the person to protect you. As long as I'm the 1, 2, hang upon that 3 before the 5 comes, I can offer pleasure. You can be an assassin the way I give you these dead presidents. See, I give you an inch of what I have to offer. In addition, I give you the rest and you can run for cover. But picture this. Clear waters underneath your feet. Tiptoeing past time like baseball, you're on a home run. How about peaks and towers in Italy? Italian shoes in France, dancing in Milan, luau's in Hawaii, yen being handed towards you in a New York minute, but you'll be in Tokyo accepting tokens of appreciation. You can have all of these beautiful locations in the palm of your hands if you just trust me. Because I will not watch you suffer and struggle like he will.
Like I will? Don't listen to his lullaby-laced lies, and the lack of lucidity in his ludicrousy. Love is all I want to offer you. And I will love you like fingerprints love piano keys. I will love you like desert floors love the smell of incoming rain clouds. I will love you like the matching pulse of a mother with child in womb. I will love you like a split second of silence before a firework explosion. I will love you like breath. He claims to aim to show you the world. But I want your feet to be forced to forget what the weight of the world feels like. I will lift you from this earth, from this dirt. You are worth more than money and jewelry. Come with me. And I'll fasten the Milky Way around your neck and replace gravity with your earlobes. You become the force that holds up the sun, and your earrings compress a perfect patch of planets and place them around your fingers and propose my plan to perhaps be your man. And in spite of your iniquities, you inspire me to want to get involved in every instance of your existence, and I insist that you allow me to involve myself, evolve yourself, include me in your innermost intimate instincts, because inevitably he only wants to engrave you, to engrave you, to engulf you in the ignited flames of his lies, to initiate lines, to instigate internal crimes. He's shopping for a coffin in which to bury your entire innocence and leave you in a state of insurmountable inactivity with an empty activities. Hear me, if you go with him, you in depression will instantly be exchanging inside jokes, closer than gums and incisors. He plans and intends to plant insecurity in every inch of your innards like inception.
As if your influence has influence. He makes you sick. It's influenza. Interesting. How when you're on pain on Sundays, he's interesting. I got the real gift. Every day with me is Christmas. You can chill with these chains, hanging comfortably like Tiffany in company with Ralph, Tommy, Armani, Chanel. Don't you know? It's in your apple bottom jeans. You have no true religion. Louboutin or Dior, that'll make you Christian. I gotta go. You wanna smoke that weed? I got that Afghan Kush, anything you need. You wanna pop bottles and be a top model? I got the Ciroc on the rocks, Hennessy Black, Grey Goose to the bottle cracks. Hypnotic and gin and tonic, call it colonic, you rock it, smooth up will make you naughty. But you'll be feeling nice. And when you had enough, I'll be that superhero with flying red capes. And my heroin and ecstasy can bring you to my place. You should roll with me. Select option number 3. We land on 6, and you'll be in the clouds. That's 9. And when you rain, people will drop to your feet, grabbing your shins and all at the sight of your thigh at this leg in your life. One man will be a waste of time. You can't even stomach the way men look at your chest and put their neck on the line and be in your hair like head and shoulders. They elbow down firearms at risk to protect your fingers from bodily harm. Look at me. To him, you are replaceable. Even a president has a vice waiting to take its place.
I've spent 11 eternities handcrafting a place for us to lay back, hold hands, and count the spaces in between the stars. We paint Pluto's portrait and make music on the many moons of Mars. Your body could be a builder's blueprint to complete a Tower of Babel, and I can make you Eve. Had she been created with a fear of snakes and allergic to apples, and we can travel and through different dimensions and time zones, and I am prone to have you avoiding rolling snake eyes on a paradise like God's home, skip stones on the ever-expanding surface of the universe, and dance on top of clouds till it rains proof of our existence on those lucky enough to stand outside. I'll catch every tear you've cried and use it to water our forest of love, so you can never say that any of your suffering has gone to waste. Can you taste how sweet our life can be? Can you honestly say now that the life we live can be called and considered free? Can you smell the death and dysfunctionality from the deceit from he? Right here, can you hear? Can you sense? Can you see that there is potential for perfection pulsating in your presence? And I will never take for granted a moment of your existence. I will chase with persistence like the moon chases the sun. And until there are 555 forest fires burning in my lungs and sweat bubbles off my skin, I will toil until it's done and chase after you until there remains no more ground on which to run.
You believe him? So apocalyptic, cryptic, and mystic, talking about you should save yourself for marriage. Then turns around and says tomorrow isn't promised. Make love before you miss it, see me? I'm not like that. For example, you never met your dad, have you? It's sad that you never met your real dad. You know, it's peculiar in his development. What was he for development? To build a house for an establishment. To bring food for the nourishment. Sticks to your mind like embellishment. What kind of man will leave you without one? And you want to go to him? How do you explain the famines, the wars? What about the starving children in Africa? You know, it's funny how there's no turkey, but the kids are Hungarian, be honest. He doesn't love you. He says you're made in his image. But he's like he's schizophrenic the way he gave you beauty and made you go tusk at the same time. You call that perfect? Your flaws will leave men laughing to broken jaws. Look in the mirror. Do you find yourself wondering on reasons why you have to make a resolution talking about I am not my hair, yet here you are. You are ugly. You are skinny. You are frail. That man, he doesn't love you honestly. He never will. Now, I'm not here to gas you, but I can give you true self-esteem. Just think about it. Men will bag you if you're plastic. Put in all that makeup, but your mind is never made up. Not enough Sephora could ever cover that, girl, so they call you easy, breezy, but never beautiful. So you cover everything up like office cubicles, but please, I'll take you just the way you are.
Just the way that you are. He only wants to corrupt you, to fill you and make you fluent in the phony phonetics of his lies and erupt you. Don't you see what he's up to? Because to me, this was love at first sight. Like the moment the edge of the ocean met and married the outer frame of a summer sunset horizon, your eyes in the front, back, and middle of my mind reminding me why I've been counting every hair on your head. And I've collected and framed every breath you've ever said. There is obviously an architecture at work. And the artists that accentuate the lines in your face, there's poetry in the way you walk, 16 chapels painted under the roof of your mouth. So you are literally speaking the world into a more beautiful place when you talk. There is storms and thunder in the thoughts that you stutter. Hair that flows like heaven's rivers, holding tight the angels in their slumber hands, like the first 6 days of creation, and a smile that silences the seventh day of rest and contemplation, so that you dare say you're not beautiful. When you bounce off my cuticles, your radiance is musical. I see my truth in you, but you must understand that if you have life on the list of your plans, you must take my hand.
Someone once said that the children are the future. But what do you do when father just passed you and mother isn't present? Tell me what's a Christmas. When the gift is not apparent, apparently parents will just appearing the apparatus.
That's madness. Your mother's mission to make you matter, and matter must be mentioned, and mentioned is magic. And men are mathematically misguided and mislead. So earthly fathers' mistakes and millennia of mangled marriages means you must rely not mainly but only on me.
So take my hand. You can be free from a life of rules and regulations. Yeah, prostitution is the constitution, and abortions, you can get them in portions. I grew up in Hell's Kitchen, eating like an angel, no expectation. Just take my hand.
And we will walk through heaven's gardens and discuss the designs and the rivers that run through your palms and speak to each other in songs and psalms. Just take my hand.
You belong with the illustrious, last with us, all of us, and me and you can bring up to just us, just saying, God, don't trust, take my hand. And I will baptize you in flames in the name of Lucifer, Satan, and your lonely spirit. But it seems you're just not ready, kid.